Scott, before we go into Faro Health, I wanted to know about, so your background is in leading clinical operations. How did you end up launching an AI company?
Oh yeah, that's a it's a bit of a roundabout step, I would agree. So here's what actually happened. At a prior role, like, you get to the point in development operations where you start to run more and more programs. And I think I got to the point I had 54, and I was working nearly 12, 14-hour days at this point. And a lot of it, as I said, was very much becoming what I would call as the central knowledge bank for that program area. You become the inherent expert and you're trying to keep all your teams aligned. As I said, I'd be constantly redlining documents and then trying to take the information and learnings from other programs and cross feed them across that while managing an increasingly growing team.
Hmm.
And it's just getting harder and harder. I'll just be blunt. This clinical operations and development operations is just, we have to collect more data than we ever did before. We have to collect them from more sources in a highly constrained medical system that is at capacity, and we're asking them to do more. So, frankly, I was getting burnt out. It was like, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life? So, I actually took a sabbatical and actually went surfing in Costa Rica. And I had a very great, nice employer that I basically gave me fun employment for a year. So I went to them, and we're still all very very close. And it was like, I need to take another career path, and so we worked together to come out with a transition plan. And I even hired my replacements and kind of helped that through. But I had this time to surf, and at some point I was like, well, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? And I started creating a list of all these pain points and
Hmm.
things that I think all our colleagues are just struggling with. And that's how the genesis of the company kind of came about.
Hmm.
And from there, it was like, well, if this is the problem, how do I solve it? And
Hmm.
obviously, AI, the only way we would be able to do this is really with AI. And that was the genesis of the company. So to go around and find a technical person to kind of, I should say, someone to lead it. And so we
Yeah.
basically started assembling a team. And so that's the journey. So I'm trying to build what I wish I always had.